WHO Talk Show. I am HO Talk Show.
Where's one's for you?
Where's India Ari when we need her? Where's India Ari when we need her? Yeah. Speaking of which, Max, I don't know if you heard, but there was some controversy around that song, and it for somehow put against each other India Ari and Young Miami. About the quality, the content of that song, and how it represents us, as a people in our community. As we were listening to it, we were like,
do folks know who India Ari is? Like, are we?
I would hope so, but yeah,
Nina, do you know who that is?
Do folks know who Young Miami is?
Yeah,
right. Do folks know? I guess it depends on your generation.
Right. Look her up.
Yeah, both of them, right? Because the controversy, though, is like you and I were just talking. Like, what's in that song that's not in a bunch of other songs? Like,
For sure.
Why was that one the one that like put two sisters against each other? Sometimes it'd be like marketing ploys that happen as well, and like so. I don't think I don't think the situation is beyond that. That could have been the case.
So somebody said, "Let me go find India Ari and have her call out Young in Miami on her song." Like, controversy
sells.
I mean, I get it, but
and I'm not even trying to say India Ari directly. And like was part of a marketing ploy, but I am saying she made her comment, made her statement, and then people ran with it. You see what I'm saying? So,
okay. So tell me again what she said.
So I mean, I don't remember verbatim, but she was just addressing like the content of the song, and and how is that a hit song? Why do we continue, to represent ourselves and each other through our art in that way? And so then it kind of put the fans against each other too, of kind of like. Like y'all stop taking things so serious as entertainment, or people like I love Young Miami, I love what she's saying. That's what I'm doing.
Right.
On the NDRE side, it's like we need to bring some sanctity and some maturity, back to music. We need to bring some soul back to it. So you kind of had the two sides talking. And for one, y'all know me, entertainment is entertainment. Definitely what you consume, is going to show in how you, the outcome is going to show in who you are, right? What you consume, whether it's what you hear, what you eat, what you see, whatever the case is. And even the Bible talks about temperance, right? So it's like, it's not the thing itself that's bad, right? But it's how you use it.
Right.
And so too much anything can be bad. So even if you say something is entertainment, if all you do is watch blood and gore, then you're going to desensitize yourself of it.
Yeah.
And then when you need to have a human response, you won't have it because you've now desensitized. So too much anything is bad, even if we want to call something entertainment.
I think it's a conversation. I mean, there is something to be said about the things that we talk about in our music and how we represent ourselves, and the degradation that it brings on black men, black women, us as a population, a group of people. There's a conversation to be had. I mean, in my humble opinion, if India Ari was going to call out Young Miami for this song, then why not? Wouldn't it have been a better move to call out all music in general that degrades, us as people? Like, why? She coming out, is India Ari coming out with a new album or something, like try to get back in front of, the audience, but, why call out this particular artist on that particular song? I mean, I like it.
Y'all be thinking Miss Max. Y'all be thinking all Miss Max do is go to church and do radio. That's what y'all be thinking.
I mean, so, but I do understand where India Ari is coming from, but it's like, Come on, we got to call out our black men and our black women about something. Like, we could interject a whole lot more positivity and uplifting things into our music. That doesn't sell, but I mean, and then if you got an issue with it, you have that conversation, but make some music, make something that you feel like is, has the effect on the world and the people that you think is necessary and needed. So, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, I mean, we still have hustlers and we still have strippers and we still have all those things, just like we still have activists, right? We still have community organizers and mentors, right? So, like, I mean, life be lifing. And I think art is supposed to reflect life, right? But again, like I said, you can't ever go too heavy just in one direction, right? Because then that then consumes your mind into thinking that things may be just one way, right? So that, that part, like I totally get to where it may not be the meaning, but it's just like if you grow up, right? Because like I said, like what you consume is going to consume you. So it's like if you grow up in an area and all you see is like drug dealers and or prostitutes, right? Let's just say, then you gonna think that's my life, that's my community, that's my environment, like that's what I will strive to be like, right? So that's where the danger comes in it.
And
responsible.
I want to say that I want all of us to aspire to be the best version of ourselves, right? But I want people to understand that if you project a certain image, you act a certain way, you indulge in a certain lifestyle, you speak certain way about yourself, then that you are reciprocating that upon yourself. So when people treat you in kind, you have to understand that you put something out there to cause that to happen, right? And oftentimes we don't like when that happens, when it comes back on us. Trying to think of I can't think of a famous person. They had a Megan Thee Stallion, for example, and her relationship with Klay Thompson.
Okay.
I mean, is that not case in point? Like you not to say that certain people are deserving of certain treatment and different things like that, but you have to understand that when you put certain things out there about yourself and your lifestyle and the way you like to live and things like that, people treat you in kind. Things treat you in kind, and so
that feels you.
Then you have to deal with that.
So Max, like also segueing from the previous segment, when we were talking about our kids being safe and we were talking about Nolan Wells and whatnot, and now we're talking about sort of, like public opinions, so to speak, and marketing ploys. Like I really need people to understand and realize too that the internet can do what it was created to do, and it can be helpful as it can be harmful, right? Like it could be, it can dumb us down as much as it can educate us.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times you also have folks who are plants, and they will comment or create a thread to get a reaction. Right. There's even like fake profiles on social media and stuff where somebody could be in another country, they could be a different nationality, but they will pretend to be one just to try to pick up a groundswell into something that they want people to believe, or a rumor that they want people to start spreading. Right. This is factual. I think a lot of times people don't like really think about the power of us being like so socially connected, but without the face, right? Without having the personal interactions. Like we think our friends are these like virtual bots, right? And not always knowing like what's behind that computer screen. And so all that being said, when we think about the representation of our people and for our children, I think about attorney Benjamin Crump. Right now, if we take it at face value, the brother represents civil rights cases for black people for free of charge to the families.
Okay.
Right. Now you would say, how is that a bad thing? Like give this man a Medal of Honor or something, you know what I mean? But now there's been a recent rumor though, how it started, don't know, but like people want to sort of defame him in a similar way that you saw it done to many other like famous black people and influential black people in times before him, right? Some, some were warranted and some weren't.
Okay.
When we think about like a Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton, right, or different folks like that, talking about how do they do it to help people, or are they doing it for the fame, right? Is there some ulterior motive that's selfish, and that's why that we shouldn't celebrate them? I bring all that because, like, we got to really check ourselves on that, of realizing that there's nothing wrong with, even if somebody benefits from good that they do, why shouldn't people that do good benefit? Like, why is it that, like we just said, like, if I make a ratchet song and do ratchet things, then my followers and my likes and my album sales and my movie tickets, all that gonna shoot through the roof because I'm entertaining, right? We want to reward that. But it's almost like as a people, when we do too good, we quick to be the crab in the barrel. We quick to want to try to bring somebody down.
Yeah. And
I just don't get that. So, I just wanted to put that disclosure out there of, like, let's just be mindful, right? And like let's use some benefit of the doubt, and like let's let the good be the good.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it much more simpler. Let's not be stupid. Okay. Like for real. Like you have your bad apples. Those get weeded out. Cool. But for those of us that are doing it for the right reasons, I like to think from all that I can see that Ben Crump is doing it for the right reasons. High profile lawyer, good at what he does, taking on these cases that he has a good record of winning, offering these families his services, and wanting and a desire to see justice served. And so why are we talking about this? Like, why?
It's a trick from the enemy.
Why are we distracted with the noise? Like, really, it's the squirrel effect. Like, why? And the particular case of Nolan Wells, this family needs answers. Their son is no longer here. He left with friends. He didn't come home. It's an obvious. If it's not a wrongful death, if nothing else, they need answers. Mississippi ain't helping.
Say so.
So, what are we saying? Like, what are we saying? Like, don't be stupid. I don't know if I can. Maybe I'm offending people by saying that. There's some people out there that don't say the word stupid, but like that's not a question here. At least at this juncture. Now, if Ben starts showing us something differently, then we ask questions, we probe, we call him out for what he's worth. But meanwhile,
remember, nobody's perfect too.
Right. Like, don't expect him to.
Sometimes your good outweigh your bad, or you hope it does.
So don't get again another distraction. If we were to get caught up in little small things of him just being human, I'm sure he might take a drink from time to time. He might do, just normal things, but we try to make a mountain out of a molehill. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. Let's just not be stupid. Let's not get distracted from the main thing. And that is that he's working with his family to help them get answers about what happened to their child. And there's clearly something happened, and it was wrongful in one manner or another. That's it. That's it. We should all be supporting them and hoping that they get the answers they deserve.
Spot on. All right, Miss Max.
Hi.
At the bottom of this hour.
Hi.
How about we go to break and we come back with some more friends next hour? And to bring some sanctity back to these airwaves, we're going to play some India.Arie. Sing to him, India. Get him right.